Welcome to Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
And welcome back to the Scrapyard, friends. As always, I'm your host, Barnabas Tone.
And this is me, your co-host, Frederick Allen Seto. Wow, what a tournament we have today. Barry, I know you know what my favorite thing in the world is.
Telling the world's worst jokes?
No, not that. And my jokes are great, by the way. I'm talking about my other favorite thing. Cartoons. I've invited 10 of the best cartoon drivers of all time to enter a tournament here at the Scrapyard, with an ultra super secret bonus at the end of it all. I'm so excited, so let's just get into it and meet our drivers. Our first driver received his driving skills being a commando and a ninja for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. That's right, from Team G.I. Joe, I'm talking about the silent master himself, Snake Eyes. Our second driver isn't only part of a team, but also the leader of one. Well, not really a team, more of a gang. It's longtime speed racer rival and leader of the gang of assassins, Assassin number 1. His teammate and fellow gang member is also racing in this tournament, but we'll meet him later. Now, Barry, let's get up to the guillotine gate and get this tournament started.
What about the other racers? The tournament rules, the event bracket, the ultra secret bonus at the end of it all.
Don't worry about that now, Barry. I'll explain it all along the way. For now, let's just get racing. Here we are, Heat 1 of Race 1. Like always, our races consist of 3 heats. But there's a catch for this tournament, Barry.
I'm still hoping it's that you're gonna spare us all from your bad comedy, Al.
No, Barry, I'm being serious. We usually do the most wins out of 3 heat advances, but since these are the best cartoon racers of all times, we're upping the ante. If no one wins after 3 heats, both racers are eliminated.
So, no sudden death?
No sudden death, no overtime, no extra heats. Only one new rule, but that's for the ultra super secret bonus at the end of it all. Now let's start the countdown.
Wait, I stepped away from the mic to grab my coffee as you were talking.
Oh no, not you, Barry. I even got a special cartoon guest to do the countdown for the whole tournament.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa, the snake is loose!
Assassin into the clunkers! You're spinning!
G.I. Joe takes it at the line! Well, at least his Jeep does.
Wow! What a way to start this tournament, Barry! I need to see it again in the replay. That was intense, Barry.
I thought ninjas had perfect balance. What's with a strange driving position for the G.I. Joe?
That Jeep does not have a roll bar, and ninjas have a heightened sense of perception, so maybe he was preparing for the upcoming roll.
Are you saying he knew he was gonna flip before the crash?
Maybe. Ninjas are mysterious and dangerous.
What is really dangerous is not wearing a seatbelt, especially in a Jeep with no roll bar. Look at the way the G.I. Joe is ejected from his vehicle and tumbles down the length of the bottleneck.
Those are ninja rolls, Barry.
Well, speaking of rolling, his Jeep is still rolling while he's nowhere in sight.
Or maybe he's in plain sight and we just can't see him. Ninjas are masters of stealth.
Meanwhile, Assassin number 1 has not stopped spinning since he entered the bottleneck, and he actually ping-pongs his way through Clunker Canyon, sending 3 clunkers off the cliff. And yet somehow, mysteriously, the driverless Jeep manages to not only pass the Assassin, but to win the race and take out our finish line cam.
See? I told you ninjas were mysterious. Well, with that display of acrobatic ninja rolls and stealthy mystery, Snake Eyes puts the first win of the tournament on the scorecard. We are back at the guillotine for Heat 2. Safety officials have reset the clunkers and we are clear to start. Looks like Snake Eyes is trying the standard seating position for this heat.
Let's hope he has his seatbelt on this time so he's secure. And fans, speaking of being secure, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be secure that you'll never miss one of our races.
3, 2, 1, go!
Snake Eyes rolls again!
Assasin hits the clunkers!
But he's able to hold it on the track and cross the line. That was much cleaner, Barry.
What are you talking about? The G.I. Joe flipped his Jeep again!
No, this time he made the whole Jeep do a ninja roll. Maybe that's why he took a different seating position. He's putting on a clinic of ninja techniques.
The only clinic he's supposed to be putting on is how to win races. I know the guy is silent, but is his hearing okay? He knows he's supposed to win races, right?
Maybe. Ninjas are mysterious and dangerous.
Well, someone who is trying to win the race is the Assassin. As the G.I. Joe comes to a screeching halt, the Assassin tears out of Carmine Corner. He hits a few clunkers making his way through Clunker Canyon, but he manages to make it through.
And he manages to spin in a perfectly straight line, avoiding the safety rocks after the finish line.
And more importantly, our finish line cam was also avoided by the Assassin.
Well, one thing the Assassin did not avoid was putting a win on the scorecard. And just like that, our race is all tied up.
Looks like we have a lane change for Heat 3.
More important than that, Barry, it's all tied up. And remember, there are no extra heats. If no one wins here, both racers are eliminated. And to up the intensity even more, the safety officials have not reset the clunkers. So who knows what can happen in Clunker Canyon.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go!
Oh no! Assassin hard into the clunkers!
And he crosses the line.
Okay, Al, this is the last heat. I haven't said anything until now, but can we talk about these replay corner cards?
Oh, I named all the parts of the track, Barry.
What?
Yeah, see, we're the only racing channel in existence that has the guillotine gate. We invented it, and I got tired of calling the downhill because it sounded so generic, so I named it Nevada.
The state of Nevada is known as the Great Basin.
No. Not Nevada like the state. I named it after Nevada Street, which is arguably the steepest hill in San Francisco. And of course, we have the bottleneck, because as you know, that's the thinnest part of our track.
Okay, enough of that for now. Let's talk about Carmine Corner.
That's named after famous Portuguese rally race car driver Crazy
I know
Carmine.
how that and Clunker Canyon got their names. Let's talk about what happened to the G.I. Joe.
That might be my fault, Barry.
What? How so?
Well, I think I might have not have properly explained the tournament to Snake Eyes when I originally spoke to him. I told him we were having a cartoon tournament and said he could show off some of his sick ninja moves on the track.
Did you mention it was a race?
I think I might have forgotten that part.
And he didn't mention it?
Of course not! He's a mute ninja. He doesn't mention anything.
And
after Heat 2, I heard the Assassin bragging to Snake Eyes how he was gonna win the whole race. And I think Snake Eyes figured out this wasn't a vehicular ninja skills demonstration and committed vehicular seppuku out of shame.
Now, Al, we don't know that for sure. You said so yourself. Ninjas are mysterious. And I'd just like to remind everybody, he went off track, and off track is not our property. And you knows what we say around here about that. Not our property, not our problem. Wild Bob is right, Al. Oh, why don't we focus on the final straight? What new name did you give it?
It's called the Boulevard.
And why is that, Al?
Because at almost 5 cars wide, it's the widest part of the track here at the Scrapyard.
Wow, I love it, Al.
You really like it, Barry?
Sure. Whatever gets you off the topic of dead ninjas.
What?
I said let's take a look at that scorecard. Amazingly, with only 3 wheels, Assassin number 1 was still able to put off his second win and be the overall winner in today's race. So what now, Al?
Well, Assassin number 1 will move on to race 6, where he'll eventually face the winner from the race between his teammate, fellow gang member Assassin number 2, and the kids of Mystery Incorporated. But before that, it's gonna be race 2, between a bunch of heroes in a half shell and another mysterious driver, Racer X.
No more ninjas.
He's not a ninja. At least I don't think he's a ninja. But he is mysterious and dangerous. Who knows?
Did you talk to anyone properly before setting up this tournament?
Well, fans, what did you think of our first race in the CAR-TOON Serial? Please let us know in the comments below.
And before I sign off, I just want to remind you to please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching. This is your host, Barnabas Baritone, saying goodbye.
And this is your co-host, F.Al Seto, saying goodbye and reminding you we're just getting things started. So we can't wait to see you all next time.